Rotor Talk Live, Season 2 rebroadcast, most viewed episode. Got that coming up next. Well, Season 2 is officially in the books for Rotor Talk Live. Now, the most viewed episode was Season 2, Episode 44, DJI Mavic Mini pre-release show, and that aired on October 29th, 2019, and it has a total of 1,325 views. Now, we're going to go ahead and roll the broadcast in its entirety, but I have a special thanks at the end I would like everybody to stick around for. So let's go ahead and roll that broadcast. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Rotor Talk Live, Season 2, Episode 44. This is the preview show for the DJI Mavic Mini. Marcus, good evening. How are you this evening?
I am not doing too bad, Bill. I'm hoping my voice will hold out here.
Well, keep your tea handy, and I think we'll be doing good here. As long as you got that tea. It looks like we got DeMarco's in the house, Drone Master, and Arbit 2 fan is here. Noah Reinhardt. I can hit the buy button fast enough. Well, we are going to be talking about that tonight. We got a lot on the plate here tonight. Great show. You guys got to check out. We have half of the head of state of Zino Nation with us here tonight. And Ron's the other head of Zino State, and I'm also on the succession list with Zino Nation. But you got to give them guys a lot of kudos. Ron is running a fantastic show. Please go check it out. It's Monday nights at 9 o'clock. I'll make sure that I get links. There's links in the description. You guys got to check it out. Ron and Marcus do a fantastic job. They had on our friend FSU Grad 03, otherwise really known as DeMarco. You guys definitely want to do that. I hope everybody's doing great tonight. Three Droners here. Nicholas is here tonight. Drone Out Life RC. Thank you guys so much for showing up. Okay, we got a lot to talk about here before we get to the main event. And one of the things that I wanted to show right away was our good friend Original Dobo. Okay, the one and only. Just absolutely one of the greatest people around here. A great friend. He is out in Las Vegas at the what's the name of that show? UAV Expo. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. And guess what? He got an opportunity to hold on to today. And I'm going to go ahead and share that here. Hang on a second. All right. Yes, he got a chance to hold the Skydio 2 today. Let's go ahead and kind of look at these pictures, and then I'll read you what he says. And here's a look at the case. The battery's in there. It looks like the
beacon.
The beacon is in there. Yeah. Man,
I like calling it the bacon. Who doesn't love bacon?
The bacon. Yeah. Let's see. Skydio firmly stated shipping in November. Made sure I asked multiple times. Body is real rigid. Gimbal is well designed, and the magnetic battery is my favorite piece. And no, you won't cut yourself hand catching, even though they don't officially say to. But and I know Ken will do that because Ken's kind of like the Jedi Master of hand catching. That guy knows how to do it. He does a great job. The excitement. We're all excited about tomorrow, but November's right around the corner, Marcus, and it's coming.
Yeah, and it just so happens, Bill, that you got in the first group.
Yeah.
Ron got in the first group. I got in the first group. DeMarco didn't get in the first group.
Really?
No, I'm just giving DeMarco a hard time.
Well, I know Ken's in the first group too.
Ken is in the first group.
Ken's in the first group too. Yeah. So it's going to be, it's like, I feel like it's Christmas right now. Okay.
Oh boy. No kidding.
Seriously. I mean, with this coming and, my money is ready to go. I mean, it's there. Okay. There's no question about that. So this is something, while we're kind of focused and rightly so on the Mavic Mini, and all the excitement about that. This is right around the corner, and it's just as exciting, or maybe even a little bit more exciting. I mean, everything that I have seen about this drone says it's the real deal. It's a winner. It's going to do wonders. And like we've talked about, like Marcus and I have talked about before on the show, we're kind of hopeful that, this is going to get some investors with Skydio so they can go ahead and ramp up production with this. It will be huge if they can do something like that. Absolutely huge. I want to welcome some more people here. Lauren's in the house. DeMarco's here. True Radillo is here. Mike Kinney is here. Drone Shots is here. Richard Zerkelli is here. Steve Mack is here. Drone Life RC. Okay, good deal. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and move on here. I wanted to go ahead and do that. There's another article that I want to share with you guys here. This is very interesting. And it's off of Drone DJ. Let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and share here. I'm always a proponent of being able to share great news. And this is great news. How missing 6-year-old Ethan was found with DJI Matrice 210 and Zenmuse XT2. Now, what you see right here, these are volunteers looking for this lost little boy. And this, obviously through the camera right here is what you're seeing. Now, evidently, he's a 52 years old commercial drone photographer, packed his drone and headed out to the door 8 p.m. on October 15. He said, I really had a tool that could help, referring to his Matrice 210 with the Zenmuse XT2 thermal camera she normally uses to help farmers locate missing livestock. And it was 30 degrees outside. There's a picture of the Matrice 210. And there's the crowd right there. The moment Ethan was found, Fine said, I don't know what it was, but I saw movements. I saw that I thought shape of a dog's head, and that was exciting that the dog's head looked different from a deer head. I've seen a lot of deer heads. It looked really promising. And then here's the actual images of that rescuer holding Ethan, and there's rescuers right there. Marcus, I absolutely love seeing things like this. And this is just, another case where, I don't care who the manufacturer of the drone is, doesn't matter to me. This is saving lives.
Yeah, that brings a tear to your eye.
It really does. And well, it also brings up, and I posted this on Bill the Drone Reviewer limited edition channel about the legislation that is pending to ban the government from buying Chinese drones, and that would extend to fire and EMS and local governments and everything. And that's just that's scary. That's very, very scary. And both of the senators from the state of Florida are the ones that sponsored this. And I'm not real happy with my senators. Let's just say that for that. I think that's like, but unless, and Marcus and I and Ron have talked about this, they may know some things about what's going on with China. And, as far as drones are concerned, that we don't. They may have information that they're privy to. So, I don't know. But all in all, it's always good to see a story like this, to be able to talk and share things like this. Now, one of the other things that I wanted to talk about tonight was, now, we're seeing more and more in terms of news about delivery and delivery services, and it's pretty incredible. And I'm going to go ahead. Uber Eats is joining the fray now, and I'm going to go ahead and share the screen here. Now, that is a pretty cool looking drone. I think it looks better than that Google Wing. And you can tell, it's meant to, it's going to be a VTOL, vertical takeoff and landing. But, imagine Uber Eats, instead of having a car and you get a picture of the person that's delivering it with the license plate, you hear propellers overhead, and next thing you know, you see your McDonald's or Wendy's or Subway coming to you from one of these things. I mean, I think
Bill, I can smell the pizza right now.
I could smell Domino's on its way from Uber Eats, dropping it right in front of your door. I mean, and here's the thing for me, it's like it's so convenient, but it's just like, won't it be scary the first time that you hear, you're like, you know, you usually get, now if you order from Uber Eats before, you know, you can see how the car is tracking and everything. Are you going to get a tracking in the air with this? I mean, I don't know, you know, I think it would be absolutely, I think this is going to be great. I'm really, really looking forward to that. I mean, it's not a traditional quadcopter, has 6 propellers on rotating wings for increased speed and efficiency, and can land and take off vertically. Okay. I mean, you know, this is coming. This kind of stuff, it's going to get here. It's going to get here sooner rather than later. I mean, we're seeing it already with Google Wing deliveries in Virginia. They're doing that. They've been doing it in Australia for some time, but they've really kind of ramped things up. UPS is ramping things up too, because there's an article, and let me go ahead and share that. They're kind of doing the same thing. This is a picture of their UPS flight forward all-female drone flight crew, and it shows a picture of their drone, and you can see on the bottom there where you'll have packages will be attached to the drone down there. So you know, all this is coming, Marcus. It's exciting.
It is, and you know, we hobbyists will be a little bit ahead of the game because we'll have a better understanding of it.
Brian Foster made a comment, and I want to bring that up. Politicians need to justify this with facts to the public. Otherwise, I'm skeptical about them closing the market. Yeah, Brian, that's an excellent point. Thank you for bringing that up. I agree 100%. And Arba2 fan 008, there's no way this is going to work with all the food around. The birds and people will be chasing the drones like hell. You know, that's a great point. I mean, you really even didn't think about something like that, you know, unless they put it in some kind of container where smells wouldn't get out. Because, you know, what we're seeing with Google Wing, it kind of looks like your container that you would get, let's say, you know, I don't know, like with, you know, just like a cardboard container that they're dropping in your house with your products in it. So, you know, smells would go through that. So, and well, I also know
think about temperature. I wonder about that too, because
yeah,
obviously you want your food hot. Well, if somebody's bringing it to you in a wheeled vehicle, hey, they can put, like those pizza delivery places, they actually have warmers inside those things. Are they going to do that with these drones too? Just think of the battery power that would take to do that. So
that's true. That's very true.
Yeah.
So yeah. So you know, we're gonna get on to the main event here as far as what we're going to be talking about tonight. Now, okay, EIA just launched drone delivery in partnership with Canada Drone Delivery, based out of an international import. Okay, Lauren, that's great. Okay, it's very, very interesting. Well, we all know what tomorrow is, 9 a.m. Eastern time. We get to see what about winter delivery. That's a good point. Cold War. That's a good point. Welcome, AJ. Thank you for joining tonight.
See this finger right here, Bill?
Ah, yeah. Here
tomorrow
we go. Here's mine right here.
Yeah.
It's ready to rock and roll tomorrow morning at 9 a.m.
You can tell I'm a gamer too. I got a wire on my mouse.
Well, I got a wire on my keyboard. I got a wireless mouse here. So,
yeah.
But you know, we're finding out some more things. The only thing, you know, we're not really 100% sure of is, you know, we do know it's 2.7. It's not going to be the 4K. We do know 30 minutes flight time was verified, no obstacle avoidance on it. And it was also, you know, we're fairly sure it's going to have enhanced Wi-Fi like the what Mavic Air does. Okay. And I think one of the things, and Marcus and I have been real good about this, you know, we're saying, you know, this is information that has been provided to us. We didn't say that these are the final specs. And we also made very clear in the descriptions on all the videos, we said this information is fluid. It can change. We, you know, until it comes out on DJI's website, it's not set in stone. So this is based on information that we've been given. And I think we've made that very clear to everybody. Okay. Well, you know, we've seen we've seen all the pictures. I mean, you know, it's like, you know, we're seeing the picture of the Flymore combo. We got to see a picture of the controller, you know, that video leak that came out the other day with this, with all these pictures. I mean, we were able to get a lot of that. You know, the only real question that remains is pricing. And, you know, I'm hearing $399 USD without, you know, not including a tariff. And I'm hearing $499 for the Flymore combo, not including the tariff. You know, and I know you posted yesterday, you did a video, Marcus, and tell us about that.
Yeah, so that was off of the Newegg Canada website. They had the Mavic Mini listed on there already with pricing. And so I just took the exchange rate, which I think Lauren can confirm is about $1.31, and extrapolated that with the prices that they had. And it came out just about exactly what you said, a little bit less, about a little under $400 for the regular package and 500, a little under 500 for the Fly More package. Now, the point of it is, like you said, will tariffs affect that? I have no idea.
Yeah, see, we really don't know on that. Want to welcome Josh is here. Brad Hendo is here. DJI Store app is the quickest and most updated to buy the latest. I agree. That's
I totally agree with that too.
that Brad, that's 100% correct. If you're going to go ahead and when you do go buy that, don't go anywhere else except for DJI's app, because you know, your big box stores may have them advertised. They may not have them in yet. If you want to get guaranteed delivery on this, you definitely want to do it through DJI's website.
Hey, let me run this by you, Bill.
Okay.
So I was thinking about this yesterday. Oh, hey, Lauren is saying that Newegg price is wrong.
Okay.
So I wonder if I should hit Best Buy first thing in the morning. What do you think? Think they'd have some in stock?
You never know. You never know. I mean, you know, well, they did. Remember the Osmo Pocket when it came out? And, you know, the actual release date, and a lot of people went to the store. Some stores had them, believe it or not. And some stores didn't. Some Best Buy stores did.
Yeah, I was looking at that too. I was
going
to approve it. I was just trying to read it. Yeah. Anyway, so could Best Buy? You never know, you know, because what we have to say is that no doubt DJI has had plenty of time to stock the retailers if they wanted to, I'll bet. So,
well, yeah, you know, and we've been hearing, you know, rumors that this drone's been out ready since like June or July, kind of a time frame, and just with the way things have changed regarding
Bill,
tariffs and everything.
Calm down for just a second, but
sure.
I don't want to shake you up, but Ethan Mitchell's in the house.
Hey, Ethan Mitchell is in the house. Welcome, Ethan. Thank you for joining tonight. Josh from Parks and Tech is here. Welcome to you, Josh. Brad, I probably didn't welcome you. AJ Alvarez, welcome. Just want to make sure we're getting everybody. Preston Jensen, welcome. Thank you guys for joining tonight. And Stephen Ewing from Ireland, thank you for joining. I know it's a way different hour for you over there. So again, we really appreciate you showing up. Drone Master shelves will be packed for sure by Christmas with maybe better deals. That could be Drone Master. That really could.
Well, Lauren is saying that the big box stores should have it. So I don't know. Might be worth looking.
Yeah, it could, you know, it couldn't hurt. It really couldn't hurt, you know. But you know, at 9 a.m. I know what I'm doing. Okay, tomorrow morning.
There's on the DJI website. Yeah.
Yes. And what I'm interested in, you know, obviously, you know, we'll get to see the specs. I'm going to order it, and then it's funny, you know, going to order it and then take a look at the specs.
You know, Bill, I know you're joking, but I was thinking the same thing exactly. I'm just going to hit that button first and worry about the rest of it later.
I think what I'm anxious to see is, I mean, we've seen the Flymore combo, but we haven't really seen other accessories for this.
Right.
And that's what I think that's where, if you want to say mystery or some suspense is, and a good suspense is, what else are they offering for this? Because I'm sure if you know DJI, okay, and if you know price points and price margins, I'm sure, you know, you're having been in the dairy business, I'm sure you're aware of that. You know, there's a lot of money to be made as far as accessories and selling these things. Okay. You know, not just batteries.
Value added.
Yes.
Value added products.
Yes. You know, it's like spare gimbal covers, you know, from things like that. And then probably third party, maybe having the landing gear extensions like they had in the original Mavic Pro, you know, just a whole host of things that we can't even begin to think of. Now, you know, the Fly More kit comes with that charging base, which I think is very interesting because you'll be able to charge the battery in the drone to do that. I think that's an interesting kind of option. And remember, they had also talked about that, I don't know, that cap on top of it, or that I don't know. It was almost like they were talking about a propeller clip on top of it, a snap-on kind of a thing.
Yeah.
You know, with the Fly More kit. So this is going to be interesting. I mean, I'm anxious and excited to see what else DJI is going to have with this. And of course, you know, and here's the thing, and this is something I'll predict. Okay. A lot of the accessories probably won't be available. I mean, they'll show on the website, but they'll say, you know, please put your email down and we'll email you when they're available, kind of a thing.
Let me say this, because we've seen this in the past too, Bill. If it is available and you think you want it, buy it right then, because after that first day, they'll get sold out and it could be 2 months before you can get it again.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it's yeah, absolutely. I mean, absolutely. So, you know, your best bet is if you want it to get out there at 9 a.m. and order it right away. Now, speaking from past history, last year when the Mavic 2 series came out, I ordered mine on the 23rd. I mean, I was at the event and it was in the afternoon. I'd order it and it showed up on my doorstep on the 30th. And I think, Marcus, you had yours came pretty fast too.
Yeah,
Didn't
I mean, I think I had it in less than a week. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see what Arba2 fan 008 says there?
Also, the next DJI Mavic 3 is going to sport a diesel motor out of the batteries. I like that. That's good. I like that. That is good. You know, there's a lot of excitement, and you know, a lot of people have said, you know, there was a lot of talk like DJI wasn't going to come out with anything this year, and I could almost bet you that they were going to come out with something because, you know, they're the recognized leader of consumer drones around the world. And, you know, for them not to have come out with a drone this year, a consumer drone, you know, that would not have been good, especially Skydio coming out with theirs. And they, you know, it kind of diverts attention away from Skydio for the time being, which is going to be good. I mean, it's going to be, you know, there's going to be a lot of hubbub. And then here's the next question for you, Marcus. Okay. And we were kind of talking about this too. And I would definitely, and those of you in the chat, I would really like to see, you know, who do you think, as far as reviewers are concerned on YouTube, come 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, you're going to see some reviews from. Who do you think, Marcus?
Well, I'm wondering about Billy Kyle.
Okay.
He has been really quiet.
Mm-hmm.
And then Drone Valley.
Rick Smith.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see.
I'm kind of guessing Rick Smith. I'm kind of guessing Billy, because you're right. Billy's been kind of quiet. I'm also guessing, I think Kelly probably has one too.
Oh, of course. Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
you're right. Yeah.
I think Kelly. Jevin Dovey.
Oh, yeah.
I think Jevin will probably get one too. And of course, your iJustine are going to get one. Your Casey Neistat, of course, is going to get one, and you'll see reviews from them. But I think, you know, and one of the things, and Ron and I had kind of talked about this a little bit too, with, you know, about, you know, seeing these reviews when, you know, it's released, you know, and the impact it has on people. Well, for me, you know, and I think for a lot of us who are, let's say, you know, recreational flyers or hobbyists, all right? We look to people like us, Marcus, like you, like Ron, like myself, and like Billy, okay, and like Rick Smith, and like Kelly Shores. We look to people like that to come out with reviews on these products. And I also think too, you know, this is not, and I know, you know, these guys, I know Kelly, I know Billy, and I know Rick, and I know them personally as well too. they're going to say it like it is. Okay. They're not going to, they're not going to sugarcoat it, because if they've been given drones by DJI, they're not going to sugarcoat it. They're going to tell you like it is. And the other person that's like that too is my good friend Ken Dono. Okay. Ken will not mince any words. If he doesn't like something, he's going to come out and say it. And, and the nice thing is, we're in that position too. When we get them, we'll have paid for them with our funds. So, if there's something we don't like, we're free to go out there and say that, because we don't have a manufacturer hanging over our head to say, well, you're not going to get any more. But, and I'll go back to what I just said. Billy, I'm just using Billy and as an example, and also Kelly and Rick. And I have no idea if they got them or not. We're just kind of guessing here. I know them well enough that they'll come out and they do honest reviews. They do straight up. And I know I've seen Kelly, I've seen some things from him about some of the DJI drones that he doesn't like. And I've seen the same thing with Billy as well too. And Rick said some things. So, you're going to get from the circle of people that we're in, you'll see good, honest reviews from these people, Marcus. I really, really think so.
Absolutely. I absolutely believe the ones that are a little weird are, and I don't take this wrong. I love Casey Neistat. But it's entertainment, and like iJustine and stuff, their deals are entertainment. So what you're going to see from them is what they want you to see, not necessarily, the most honest.
And I think either you or Ron made the statement the other day, as far as their reviews are concerned, you're going to see multiple videos from Rick or Kelly or Billy or yourself or myself. Okay. And they're the ones, especially, let's say this is under the tree for Christmas. Okay. You're going to want to, one of the first things you're going to do is go out to YouTube and say, I want to take a look at the Mavic Mini. I want to see how to set things up. I want to see how to calibrate the compass. I want to see how to, how to insert the SD card. I want to see how to do a firmware update. We're going to cover all that.
With all due respect to you, I'm going to go to Billy's channel for that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm giving you a hard time.
No, but you know what? Okay. There are some people out there. Okay. And I'm going to say this. Okay. Billy does, I think, some of the best tutorials out there. All right. And I've told him that.
Yeah.
Rick Smith, again, he's in the same like with that. He's done some great ones as well. The best cinematic shots, the best cinematic video to me, Ken Dono. Ken does not, his cinematic stuff is just like golden. It really is.
Him and Billy both.
And Billy too.
Yeah.
Kelly Shores, he'll hit you straight up right as it is. Doesn't mince any words. He'll come out and he'll tell you like it is, and he'll be thorough with it as well too. And that's what I like about these guys. All these guys, the circle of guys that we hang with, they're thorough, they're detailed. They tell you everything that you need to know about these things.
Hey, Bill, can I have the mic for just a second?
You should go for it.
Hey guys, so I'm looking at the thumbs up and the thumbs down, and looks like we've got some maybe trolls that hit a bunch of thumbs down. Let's give our friend Bill the Drone Reviewer some support, and let's give him a big thumbs up on this video. We got 60 people in here. I just think Bill puts on this good show for us. I think we need to give him a little support.
Thank you, Marcus. Appreciate that a lot. AJ Alvarez, iPhone Dude is going to have a review on Skydio too. And he's going to look bad like a GoPro Karma. Okay. A Cold War television. I think there'll be a lot of crashes with the lightness of the Mini. It's going to be a little difficult to fly on a windy day. Some people will fly with the wind and lose it on the way back. Winston Seals, I want to know how this compares to the Spark. So these are some great questions here. I got some cinematic FPV vids coming soon for you guys. Ethan, that'll definitely be a treat. Drone Life RC. Yeah. It's going to be real interesting. And I think I'm going to be anxious to see several things when I'm looking for videos tomorrow. And I think this is kind of a tip for everyone out there. When you're watching these videos on the Mavic Mini, one of the things you want to look at is look at the videos, because I'm sure you'll see some videos And if I know people like, I'm just going to use Billy, if you're listening tonight, and you don't get it, I'm picking on you for a good reason. Okay. If Billy does it, you'll see a side-by-side comparison, say, with like maybe a Mavic 2 or a Mavic Air, and the same shot, the same altitude, that kind of thing. He'll do a side-by-side. So look for things like that to compare that, okay? Because that video quality on there, 2.7K, is going to be pretty doggone good, all right? And know something else with this too, and this is something I want to pass on to everybody because everybody's so, all uptight about not getting 4K. Guys, 2.7 is going to load a whole lot faster than 4K onto your, number one, when you download it from your aircraft, and number two, if you're uploading it to say YouTube, okay, it's just going to go a whole lot faster and take a lot less space.
Bill, I have a theory about that. I think you might have hit on something that makes more sense than anything else. So if DJI, they're intending this to be a drone that's portable, that people take with them, and that they can upload, because they're talking about being able to edit right in the app. So they want you to be able to upload right from your app, just like you might do a Facebook go live or something like that. That 2.7K could be a purposeful thing just for that, because it'll be a quicker, faster upload.
Yeah, I agree. I think you're right. And I think that's an important thing is, I think you want to take a look and see at the video and the video comparison between this, and I think maybe a good comparison may be like the Mavic Air with the Mavic Mini, because the probably the closest in size, whatnot, as far as that's concerned. The other thing is and I know a lot of people have talked about this, the range of it, and especially in an urban setting, to make sure, things as far as like, this Wi-Fi, enhanced Wi-Fi system, which is rumored that's going to be that we're going to have, which is like the Mavic Air, to take a look at that, to see about range, to see if it's you're getting a strong signal when you're looking at, your phone or your tablet, you're able to get a good, crisp, clear signal, no matter what kind of an environment that you're in. Some of the other things that you probably want to look for as well too is you want to take a look and see about this battery life. Okay, it's advertised as 30. You can probably realistically, I would say, expect 25, maximum 26 minutes. That's just kind of give or take. Marcus, is there anything that you can think you would want to tell people to take a look at in videos tomorrow when they come out?
Well, just looking at the chat, obviously everybody's concerned about 4K, and Ethan is making some good points here. He said, "Hey, give us the option, right?" And he said it's just like Canon does with their cameras, where they'll cripple the ones at the cheaper end, not because they're not capable of it, but because they're trying to make this range of products. But Ethan makes a really valid point. So he's got me rethinking that whole 2.7K thing. And then the biggest deal, though, of this drone is that 250 grams. And Lauren talked about that. It's a game changer, more so for people in Canada and some other countries than here. But even here, Ron and I were having a long discussion about it. What this drone does for me, and what I'm excited about, is the portability, being able to just put that thing in my pocket and take it with me, or in a backpack or whatever. You don't even know it's there till you decide, oh, I'd like to get an aerial picture of that. You pull it out, in 30 seconds you've got it in the air, and you're getting the footage that you're looking for.
Yeah, that is important. I think one of the things, for example, with Canada, you won't have to get you won't have to register it, and you won't have to get a pilot certificate for it. You can, out of the box, charge it up, firmware updates, download apps, good to go, ready to get it up and in the air. One of the things too that I think people should probably watch out for, and I know it'll be talked about, and I know I've seen a lot of comments on it, is how it's going to handle the wind. Now, being at 250 grams, it's really an unknown. Now, I would say this, and this is just probably, just my guesstimate. I think it'll probably handle up to 10 to 15 mile an hour winds without any problem. And I also think too, and now, you and I and Ron kind of talked about this as well, is for instance, on a windy day and the Mavic 2 Pro is up there, the Mavic 2 Zoom, you're hearing the motors compensate for that. And you're finding some great stability. And I've heard that, I hear that especially with the Mavic 2, even more than the Phantom 4, is those motors compensating for the wind and how stable it flies in the wind, Marcus. And I think that's one of the things we may actually see that in this drone, that it has that capability of revving up, one of the ESCs, lowering the other one, and kind of balancing things out to make it a smooth flight, even in some windy conditions. Well, I know recently you just shared, with your Zoom, you said you had it out on a windy day, and it was just, you were getting wind warnings, but it was fine.
Solid as rock. Ethan brings up another good point here. So the Anafi is a very light little drone, 310 grams, I think, on the Anafi, and it does very well in the wind. So
yeah, that's a good point.
I suspect Ethan. This, I just don't think DJI would be selling something that they're afraid people would let it get blown away, on a windy day. So I suspect, there's going to be a limit, obviously, but I think it'll do fine.
Yeah, I think so too. And I think that's one thing. These are some of the things that you want to watch for on some of these videos. I mean, and I think it's important when you go out there tomorrow, if you're still on the fence and making a decision about this, I would say, if you don't need to get this right away, if that's something, Bill, you are right about the wind. It'll handle it better than you think for a drone this size. Thank you, Lauren. Yeah, I do think so. I really do. I think you're going to hear a lot of that compensation that we saw from the Mavic 2. And I think, again, I go back and I've said this before, DJI doesn't waste technology. Technology gets passed on down. And I think we're going to see some of the technology that we see in the Mavic 2 series here in the Mavic Mini with, something as far as that's concerned. So some of the things, some of the other things that you probably want to look for is, obviously you want to see how it responds, how when you're out there and you're using the controller to see how quick it responds. You want to see things like, and I know a lot of people are going to be like to look at the rocket and the helix and the asteroid and all those fun sport modes. And I think that'll be good for first timers. Okay. People will get a big kick out of that. And I've gotten comments before when I've done that, and that's something to impress your friends by. Okay. That's something that will, wow, look at that asteroid. That's really cool. And, I know personally I've showed it to some of Valerie's family members and they love seeing that. I mean, that says, wow, you mean your drone can do that? And I said, yeah, all I got to do is push a button and it's done. It's taken care of. So, be on the lookout tomorrow for these videos. Watch them, watch them a couple of times. If you have any questions, let myself know, let Ron know, let Marcus know. We'll be happy to answer them for you. But, I think all in all, when you get out there and you watch these are some of the things that you probably need to pay some attention to as far as getting an idea whether to get this or not. And, and then we're coming up and we're hearing whispers already, and it's not even out yet. The Mavic Mini's not even out. We're hearing whispers about the Mavic 3 in January. And we're going to have some more on that, not tonight, but coming up in a little bit. So, I mean, it's, we're really hitting an incredible time of year now, Marcus.
That's a fact.
I mean, it really is. Well, and the other thing too is, we got a lot more people that joined us tonight. Kevin Fortner's here. Let's see, Scout's Honor is here. Art's in the house. Art, welcome. Thank you for joining tonight. Zilla Wheels is here. Bill, you're still, Kevin, you're still on the fence about it. Well, Kevin, for people that are on the fence, and thank you for bringing that up, watch some of these videos that are going to be put out by some of our peers. Like, if Rick Smith put one out, or if Billy puts one out, or Kelly puts one out, or if Jevin Dovey puts one out, go out there, because these are people that fly drones all the time. Okay. And see what their reactions and thoughts are. And, look at the video. You know, I'm sure the good reviewers are going to do a side-by-side comparison with video. You know, look at how it handles up in the wind. See if there's some videos out there, you know, not just from the FPV view, but somebody using a camera to record the drone flying to see how it handles in different situations like that. You know, I wonder if the Mini will be quieter than the Anafi. That's a good point with those screw-on propellers like that. You know, I know the Anafi's a pretty quiet bird. What do you think, Marcus? You think that we're going to get?
How the heck are we going to know?
Yeah.
But let's hope it is, because that is one of the beautiful things about the Anafi, is it's so unobtrusive. And one of the reasons that I want the Mavic Mini is because I want to be unobtrusive. I want to be able to pull that thing out in a park or something and not draw a lot of attention. And if it, you know, whines like a bumblebee, you know, that people will turn around and look, you know, like the Mavic Air is a prime example of a drone that the sound on that thing, it wasn't the volume, it was the pitch.
Yeah, it was exactly that.
Yeah, so hopefully this will be similar to the Anafi in that respect.
Yeah, I think so too. So you know, that's something again that we're looking for. You know, this is the time of the year. It could not, for me, I'm thinking, you know, in everything, the timing could not be better for DJI, because it's coming right as we're approaching the holiday season. Christmas is coming up, you know, and Black Friday's coming up, and sales and everything. And this is going to get interest back again with DJI. People are going to, you know, DJI has stirred the pot again, and people are going to be looking at them and seeing what they're going to produce. And then, you know, if, you know, again, you know, we're really not going to talk about the Mavic 3, but, you know, that's down the road, and that's going to come. And I think it's going to be sooner rather than later. And then as we let in with the Skydio 2, I mean, you know, seeing Ken hold on to it and hearing his thoughts on it, hearing how solid it is, and it does look very solid and well built. You know, the big thing for Skydio is, you know, they're selling out of these things, which is fantastic. And here's the thing that I think will really be the key for the Skydio 2 will be when Marcus gets it, when Ron gets it, when I get it, when Rick Smith gets it, when Ken Dono gets his, when, you know, Kelly Shores gets his, you know, and all of us who review these to come out with our reviews, because, you know, none of the regular drone reviewers have gotten one to test, you know, as far as I'm aware of. And, you know, everybody's going to be in the same boat. And I kind of like it this time around, you know, as far as that's concerned. And I think it'll be good, because I think, you know, again, you know, we'll have very unbiased, you know, we'll shoot it straight. But I mean, from everything I'm hearing from this, it's going to be fantastic. You know, I'm not going to get, I am going to get an extra battery, and I am going to get the controller. I'm not going to get the
beacon.
The beacon. I'm not going to be getting the beacon right now. You know, it's gonna be real interesting to see. And as Ken said, if you joined late, you can take a look. You know, back to the beginning of the video after it gets posted. You know, it's on. Ken put it out on his Facebook account, and you can take a look at it on original Adobe. He posted some pictures out there. You know, he's saying that they are going to be, you know, November 1st or November. Is solid. And he mentioned that several times to people, and they came back with that. So, I mean, that's good news for us all the way around, you know. And Skydio, what a great Christmas for them. I mean, you know, their first batch is sold out. Second batch is sold out. I think third batch is sold out. I mean, you know, now you're looking at June, July next year if you want to order one right now. I mean, what a great thing for that company. I mean, really.
Bill, let me put it to you this way. So if that Skydio shows up in the last week of November, and I'm looking at the weather report here, and it's snowstorms throughout the week, I'm getting on a plane to Florida and we'll do a review.
Well, you can tell. I already told Ron. I said we got reservations. It's a great place to eat down by us here at Apollo Beach. So you're standing reservations for the heads of state from Zino Nation. You know, we'll just go down and we'll have a blast. We'll go to Reddington Beach. We'll go to that pier again where Ron and I Ron and I did, and just
Perfect.
have a blast with the Skydios.
Hey,
Absolutely.
Bill, seriously here for a second though.
Sure.
So you mentioned that you're just going to get the controller for 150 bucks. Why wouldn't you get the beacon too?
You know, I'm still kind of toying that around. I'm still kind of toying that one around.
Because I have a feeling, well, yeah, who knows? But that beacon, I think, is going to be a game changer. That's one of the things that I'm pretty excited about, because you still have a certain amount of control with the beacon,
That's
and
true.
yeah, you just put it in your pocket and off you go. Anyway, I just throwing it out there. That's all I'm doing.
You know, just that makes a lot of sense. It really does.
Yeah.
When you think about it. So that's to be determined, and also what the pocketbook looks like as well too. One of the things on a side note, the reason that we didn't go to Spin Up, it was the real reason, not because, well, yes, line of succession for Zino Nation, but besides that, we've already told my daughter we're actually going up to Ohio, and we're going up on my daughter's birthday next, and it's coming up in November, so we're excited about that. And Marcus, we're going to have a rough day that Friday because we're going to babysit our granddaughter the whole day. It's going to be I don't know how Valor and I are going to make it through that day.
You're going to be the king granddad that day.
Yes, going to be the king granddad that day. Yeah. That's for sure. And I told Valerie, I said, I just want to make sure that my Osmo Action is fully charged up. The SD card is clean and ready to go that day, because we're going to be getting a lot. And from what my daughter and son-in-law are telling me now, our wonderful granddaughter will only sleep about a half hour or so during the day. She sleeps through the night, which is great for my son-in-law and daughter. But during the day, she's up pretty much the whole day. So that's going to be fun. We're going to have a blast. I'm really, really looking forward to that. So, and I get to see my sons as well too, and get to spend some time with them. So that's going to be good stuff. We got great stuff coming up here on Build a Drone Reviewer. As you know, we did the 12 days of Christmas last year. We're going to do the same thing this year. But what we're going to do this year, instead of handing away Mavic Pro landing gear or Spark propellers or Phantom 4 propellers, we're going to be doing Bill the Drone Reviewer merchandise. Okay. Now I have some tests. This is an old mug, but this is one of the things that you have a chance to win. And also, let me go ahead and get the prop here. Okay, get the prop here, Bill. All right, you're gonna get these hats, and these hats are embroidered. Okay, they're not screened in. And okay, I have brand new polo shirts. They're going to be blue like this one with the logo, and part of the logo is going to be in white, so it'll show up, because the blue wouldn't show up on a navy blue. But got new polo shirts and got new T-shirts coming that will be in the same kind of motif. And they're gonna be coming soon, and I'm gonna get pictures out there. And if you guys like them enough, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start selling them, and they're gonna be very reasonably priced. I mean, these T-shirts will probably run about $20. These mugs will probably run about 15. Again, it's very reasonably priced. You guys will absolutely like it. I know there are two people that I know that love their mugs, that have them. I know Kelly Shores uses his Bill the Drone Reviewer mug every day, and I know Scott Parazinski uses his as well. So, and oh yes, before we as we're starting to wind down here, want to remind everybody, tomorrow at 12 noon Eastern time, Marcus, Ron, and I are going to have a very special show. We're going to go ahead and take a look. I'm calling it DJI Mavic Mini. It has landed. We're going to do some reviews, analysis, share our thoughts and opinions. It's not going to be more than 20 minutes, half hour maximum. What's nice is Wednesday, I work from home on Wednesdays, so I'm going to take my lunchtime and do this. So we're gonna, it's going to be exciting. We're gonna see. We're gonna give you our thoughts on things. Go for it.
Well, I just want to plug Zino Nation. So, gosh, pardon me, guys. Ron is planning on going live about 5 minutes to before the go live with the drone. So it'd be 5 minutes to 9 Eastern time tomorrow. So Ron and I will be hitting that button live on the air.
And there's a link, everybody, below for Zino Nation. Okay. Make sure you click on that. Subscribe to number one, subscribe to their channel. These guys do an absolutely awesome job. You know, the Zino Pro is here. There's rumors about the Zino 2 coming out soon as well. And I'm sure, you know, with all these drones coming out, that these prices are going to drop like rocks, and you'll be able to get them for an unbelievable price. And these are the guys that are experts on this. You know, Marcus has done yeoman's work with this. Ron's done great work with this too. You know, Marcus has done the FEMI X8 as well, which is another drone in this kind of a range that you should consider. You know, they do fantastic. They have great guests on. DeMarco was on last night. DeMarco is one of my favorite people. Absolutely love him. You know, I'm looking forward to getting the spin up next year. And I hope you're there, DeMarco. We're gonna have you on sometime on Bill the Drone Reviewer. You know, Marcus and I talked about that and said that is something we definitely want to do. So we got a lot of great things coming up. So make sure tomorrow, probably about 5 to 9 Eastern time, you know, go out to Zino Nation. Now, when you type Zino Nation, don't type it as one word. Don't type it as 2 words. It runs all together. You'll be able to, if you're searching for it. If not, look for the link in the description here. We do have that in here. So make sure you guys do that. Marcus, any closing thoughts from you tonight?
Well, I want to address Ethan Mitchell. He's asking me about the little Zino. The little Zino is just an awesome little bird. And I'm willing to bet, just for what you were, the point you were making, Bill, is we're going to see prices on those drones come down, because the Mavic Mini at $399, they're going to have to, if they want to sell any more drones. So look for that change. The Zino Pro, I ended up canceling my order on that. Number one, it got delayed a few times, and number two, it's an incremental change. And then the rumors came out about the Zino 2. So I just thought I'd just hang loose and wait for that one. Plus, we have this amazing Mavic Mini coming out tomorrow, and that Skydio 2. So we have plenty to keep us busy, Bill.
We sure do. There's a lot coming up, and there's a lot of good things coming up. And I definitely encourage you, if your pocketbook can afford one, to take a look at drones like the Zino, to take a look at drones like the FEMI X8. You know, Marcus has done great amount of testing with these. Ron's done some great testing with the Zino as well. And you definitely want to hang with these guys, because they're very knowledgeable, not just about DJI products, but about the Zino as well.
Can I add one more thing?
Sure thing.
Look for watch Ryan Duvall's channel, RD Drone Reviews. He I think upcoming is going to be doing some things with the FEMI X8 SE because I put it in the mail to him yesterday.
Oh wow, very good. And just real quick, why don't you share what Ryan did for you, Marcus?
Oh well, Ryan sent me just a big box of drones, but well, gosh, I've got them all stacked up here. But the one that I really want to show you is this guy right here, the Bug 6.
The Bug 6.
And if you saw my video on that, trying to fly let me put it to you this way. It was probably my first time ever flying without any kind of altitude hold or GPS. And I'm not going to lie, it was a little bit of a challenge. But that drone in particular, I might be going out flying the Mavic Mini or the Skydio or whatever. I'm going to take that Bug 6 with me too. And it may not be for making a video or anything. It's just going to be me practicing so that I can learn to fly without GPS and without altitude.
Well, I gotta, Ryan's a great person, and that was a wonderful gesture that he did for you, Marcus. I really, really like that. That's great. We should have Ryan on sometime. I think he would be a good guy to have.
So that's one of the reasons I'm loaning him that FEMI X8 is because I think he's going to have some good insights on that drone. I've been flying it for a while. He's going to see things that I never did. So anyway.
Absolutely. Okay. For me, all right. Like I said, I think one of the things that you need to look out for tomorrow, I said, look out for the reviews from people that you know and trust. Like maybe like if Kelly got one, or if Rick got one, or if Billy Kyle got one, or if Jevin Dovey got one. Look at those reviews, because these are people that will do, will do a series of reviews on something like this. If you're on the bubble about getting something like this, and I know a lot of people are. Look at them. Look at reviews from us. When we get ours. Okay. Um, you know, look at things like how easy it is to set up. Look how it handles itself in the wind. Look at the video quality compared to other drones. And I'm gonna be doing side by side comparison, because I think that's important for people to see that. Um, you know, Look at how fast it charges. Look at the runtime. Look at how strong the signal. Not only look at the range, but look at the signal. Okay, and a lot of people, I think, one of the things I want to share with before we go out here, a lot of people are hell bent, excuse me, on range. Understand that while that term, it means something, but I think it's more important that when you're at, say, I'm just going to throw out an arbitrary number, 1,500, 2,000 feet, okay, that you have a crystal clear, when you're looking at your DJI Go 4 app, there's no latency on there. It's crystal clear. You're seeing things that you want to see, okay? I think that's probably real important, and I think that's a key. So these are some of the things that we're going to be testing. These are some of the things to look out for tomorrow when you're looking at videos, if you're on the fence about this. But I'll say this, I gave my 5 reasons or 4 reasons. You saw that the other day. I went out there, I looked at, the 250 grams, the features that'll be on there, it's affordable. And it's from DJI, okay? You're not getting something from JJRC here, folks, okay? You're getting something that's quality. You're getting
I got that right here.
May the golden egg rest in peace. So consider these things tomorrow. If you're on the fence and doing these things, again, message Marcus, Ron, myself. If you have any questions about this, if you want to talk about it, we're always available to do this. That's never an issue for us. Marcus, I think that's it. I'll be sure to be watching your stream tomorrow morning with Ron. I'll look forward to you and Ron joining me at noon tomorrow. We're going to have a blast. We're going to have an absolute blast.
It's really going to be a fun day.
We're going to have a fun day. And you know what? Whatever the weather is going to be, tomorrow's going to be a great day to fly. So that's absolutely for sure. Well, again, I want to thank everybody. And again, it's a great day to fly. Take care.
Bye.
Now, first of all, I would like to thank each and every one of you for tuning in each week, for your great chats during the live stream, for your comments afterward, and for your incredible support. We're nothing without you guys. Thank you all so much for all of that, week in and week out. We greatly appreciate it. Thanks I go to Mr. Marcus Crawford and Mr. Ron Braun. Marcus and Ron are incredible co-hosts. I am privileged to have them. They have a great knowledge of drones, and I love the interaction with them. Their knowledge is off the charts, and they always seem to have the right thing to say at the right time. I greatly appreciate you, Ron and Marcus, and thank you for being a part of this. I would also like to thank our very special guests for 2019. Among those were Romeo Dersher, Rick Smith, Scott Parazinski, Sally French, Ethan Mitchell, Tommy Polo, Hay Castellou, Josh from Parks and Tech, Ken Dono, Original Dobo, Billy Kyle, Gail Orenstein, and Brett Gamarella. I'm very much looking forward to season 3. That's going to be coming up. Going to try to get some more incredible guests lined up. It was just a fantastic season. I want to thank everybody for tuning in and invite you guys to tune in to season 3. We're very much looking forward to it. And as always, remember, it's a great day to fly. Take care, everyone.